But here's some good news for you guys. China published a report claiming COVID originated in the U.S. The Chinese government published a report on the COVID pandemic Wednesday, claiming that the pandemic causing coronavirus originated in the U.S., not China, as many Americans argued. The white paper released by China's State Council Information Office argued that the virus likely originated in the U.S. and caused infections well before the outbreak in China began in its earnest. Officials said the U.S. government, instead of facing squarely its failure in response to COVID-19 and reflecting on its shortcoming, has tried to shift the blame and divert people's attention by shamelessly politicizing SARS/CoV/2 origins tracing. A thorough and in-depth investigation into the origins of the virus should be conducted in the United States. The United States should respond to the reasonable concerns of the international community and give a reasonable answer to the world. You know, it's weird. A lot of people, before it got here, a lot of people were like, hey, I was sick, like COVID sick, before it was COVID. So I know a lot of people were like, hey, I think
that stuff came from Wuhan. Everyone knows that stuff came from China. China can try to flip the script or say whatever they want, but we know you guys made this up. It came out of your laboratories. You guys had to drop bodies quicker than anyone over in your country because you guys had the worst part of it hit your country. I remember you dropped the entire building, bro.
It could have came from a tourist.
Nah, man, trust me, man. That stuff came from Wuhan, China. They would have talked about this a long time ago if it had not. This would have been.
It came from China.
This would have happened. This would have come out a long time ago. And I'm not against China. This is not me saying I'm against you as a country, but you know it came out from your country too. And I think I probably have a reasonable reason why. Because you guys have a very old population of people. A lot of them have jobs. I mean, and the younger people are not able to get jobs because the older people are holding on to the jobs that they have. That's just kind of what it is. 25% of your young population is unemployed. That's huge. You know what I mean? So what do you do when you have an old population and then you have to take care of them? You got to pay all this money out for all this Medicaid. You don't have you get me? Maybe I don't know. I'm not saying you did it on purpose, but we all know that if it would have been a case there where this would have came from America, you would have talked about this 4 or 5 years ago when it came out. That's my personal opinion.
You know,
how are they just figuring this out now?
You know, it's crazy. Like I think the reason they might be doing this is because, you know, there's nobody left to research it to find out if it really came from America anyways. Everyone's been fired. You know, so you could put out these reports. Maybe they just want to make people angry. Or maybe COVID did come from America.
It's
maybe
war,
some
bro.
dude put his finger in a goat's butt and then ate a bat. And then COVID hit. And then he decided he wanted to go to Asia and go, you know, mess with some street ladies. And then got everybody sick. There's a lot of theories going around there.
Right now we're in the middle of a propaganda war.
I'm just
we're in the middle of a serious propaganda war with China.
My bad, I cut you off. I remember watching it on the news about, you know, China having this virus and not thinking anything because usually like when stuff like that happens, we have an administration that's actually able to maintain it and stop what's happening. But, you know, it is what it is. And it ended up coming over here. He ignored it and it just ended up getting worse.
He basically said it was a lie that you guys were trying to steal my election, steal the economy. He's the worst president we've ever had in history. I don't say this all the time. I know like, oh, you're bashing Trump. He's a horrible president, man. He's a horrible president. Period, plain and simple. This is not even like debatable where we're at right now. It's not even a person can't be like, well, no, he did this. No, he didn't. He didn't do anything good. He ruined the whole entire reaction that we had to COVID. The way that we handled the situation was the worst in the world. I think we had like 10 million people die here or something from COVID. I think 7 million people worldwide besides America died. The entire rest of the world. We have 340 million people in our country, right? The rest of the world probably got like 7.8 billion people in the rest of the world. We had 10 million people die here and 7 million for the rest of the world. Do the math on that and tell me who's the worst. They can say, oh, some of them died during the during the Biden administration. Once the fire has gone burned out of control, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, they were like Biden mishandled COVID. I'm like, what are you talking about?
There's nothing you can do.
He picked it up. Trump was like, here, I gave you a destroyed economy and COVID.
And it's already flamed through the whole entire country. So it was everywhere already. What is he going to do? You can't at that point in time, it's a wrap, bro. I mean, you can't put out fires that way. Yeah. He should have contained immediately. He didn't even try. Then he starts talking about stupid stuff. Every day he's having a press conference where you just let him talk. You just let this man just talk. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop allowing him to have the bully pulpit and just because he gets up there. Next thing you know, he's saying he's mad 1 second. We got 10% tears. Next thing you know, we got 45% tears by the time he leaves this press conference. Next day, it's 145% at the press conference.
You see a post on Truth Social. He's dogging everybody out. I mean,
Biden, this person. He's talking about people who are not even a part of what's going on, man.
Yeah. Go ahead.